At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Raider Nation, are you ready for the final Raiders game of September? It's set to take place on Sunday as the Chicago Bears come in from the Midwest. Can the Raiders shut down the Bears offense and put some points on the board before they take off for a game in Indy the next week? Listen in to find out Sunday with our pregame coverage starting with Q's kickoff at 10 a.m. right here on Raider Nation Radio 920 a.m.
This is Kia Stokes, and you listen to the Aces Radio Network.
Aces salting this one away here on this Friday night. And we look forward to game number 4, where the Aces will get one game closer to their third WNBA Finals in the past 4 years. 1:16 to play. Aces up by 12. And we got a jump ball, and we're going to have to redo it, as both players jumped a little prematurely, Smith and Timpson here. And actually, they're going to say that Melissa Smith initiated that, so it'll be Fever basketball on the side. Both teams in the penalty from here on out. Shouldn't really matter at this stage. Pass goes inside to Hull, into Timpson. Timpson, reverse layup, good. And one. And they're going to get Chelsea Gray on this foul. They're going to give Smith. Okay, Gray was there. Smith was there. They'll give it to Melissa Smith. So Melissa has 5 fouls. And Indiana has a chance to get back into single digits here. So Michaela Timpson at the free throw line, trying to convert the three-point play. The free throw is up and no good. Gray has the rebound, and she gets hammered in the backcourt by Hull. And Lexi Hull just picked up her 5th. Shea Petty's going to check back in after this first free throw attempt by Chelsea Gray. So Aces are going to come out of this one relatively healthy. Jewel Lloyd got banged around pretty good here tonight, but she's fine. Gray hits the first free throw. And the Aces will have an opportunity to close out this series with a victory on Sunday. Chelsea missed that free throw. Petty in and Brianna Turner out. Second free throw for CG12. Hits that one. And Chelsea with 13 points on the night. 6 assists for her as well. Mitchell gives it over to Petty. Petty launches a 3 and count it. Asia quickly gets it in. Gray has it. See if Indiana will commit fouls here. Gets it to Jackie. Jackie crosses the timeline, and Lexi Hull just fouled out. And don't know why Lexi Hull was so eager to commit those 2 fouls, take her out of the game. And Jackie Young to the free throw line. Ariel Powers will come back in for Hull. 48 seconds to go. Aces were ready. They were focused. They were not going to let what happened in game 1 happen in this first game on the road here. in the semifinals. Jackie drains the first free throw. Second one coming for Miss Indiana basketball back in the day. Hits both free throws. Aces up 10, 78-68. 45 seconds to play. Mitchell drives the baseline. Now dribbles all the way back out to the top of the key. Inside to Powers, rather outside to Powers, inside to Boston. Boston jump hook is good. Little two-footer. Quick inbound to Dana Evans. She's fouled in the backcourt. So Stephanie White will continue to have her team march to the free throw line. But they got a timeout. So I'm not sure if the timeout was granted first. The official called the foul, and they're talking that over right now. But at any rate, we will keep it here. Ari will be happy with that. 34 seconds to go. And the Aces will get this victory and lead this best of 5 series 2-1. Game number 4 coming your way Sunday. And we'll be back on ESPN Las Vegas, our original home, 100.9 FM, 1100 AM. Pre-game show at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we'll tip it off at 12:02. Aces are going to collect their 34th win of this season. That's including the playoff victories here. And overall, Aces will improve to 14-10 on the road. This team was struggling earlier on this season on the road, but they have really righted the ship. Part of that 17-game winning streak, they won nearly half of those games on the road. Aces come out of the huddle now. And Becky Hammond's not going to completely clear the bench. She's going to keep the same 5 out there with Wilson, Smith, Young, Gray, and Evans. And so they did grant Stephanie White the timeout before Dana Evans was fouled. So after that timeout by White, we'll see if they get back into the foul game here, just try to play some defense here. And Gray inbounds to Jackie. And they do foul Jackie. And White is saying, keep it up. Foul quickly. So Jackie will get a chance to tag on to her game high tonight of 23 points. Aces 4 double-digit scores when it's all said and done. First free throw by JY is good. Second free throw upcoming. Jackie with the customary 3 dribbles. Set, release, good. 25 for Jackie Young, and now Stephanie White's going to do the reset timeout. So just advance it, get into the forecourt here. Crowd quiet, filing their way out of the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And this crowd has showed up no matter what, if Caitlin Clark is playing or not. And there's a turnover. Chelsea Gray has intercepted the pass, passed it into, saved it to Dana Evans, and Dana gets shoved to the ground. So 2 more free throws coming for Dana. But as I was saying, this crowd has been really strong for this franchise, and they've always drawn well here. Dana Evans to the free throw line. So Dana has a chance to become the 5th double-digit scorer for the Aces tonight if she can hit these 2 free throws. That's her 9th point. She connects on that one. After a very slow start, the Aces come close to their average. Dana hits both free throws. Aces have 82 on the board, averaging 84 in the season. Petty brings it up. 20 seconds to go. Petty floats one off the glass and good. Aces inbound quickly. Gray has it, and they're going to foul Chelsea Gray. So the Aces are going to hit their season average of 84 points if Chelsea can hit 2 free throws here. And the Fever fouling all the way to the end here. Chelsea Gray to the line. Chelsea hits that. Chelsea 3 for 4 on the night at the stripe. Trying to make it 4 for 5 here. Get her up to 15 points. And she does. Indiana inbounds. And they'll just dribble out the clock. They'll cross midcourt. And the Las Vegas Aces take care of business here in Indianapolis. Game 3, winner of the best-of-5 semifinal series. And the Las Vegas Aces now lead 2-1, and they are 40 minutes away from getting to their third WNBA Finals in the last 4 years. A victory on Sunday afternoon here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse will put the Aces into the finals, but they still have some work to do. And the Aces come here to Indiana on this business trip, well-focused, mission accomplished, getting this Game 3. And like we said, the winner of Game 3 in these best-of-5 series win 85% of the time, win the series. So we invite you to hang with us here for the post-game show. We'll rerun it for you, give you some highlights, and a look ahead to Game 4, which could be the decider for the Las Vegas Aces. Final score here again. The Aces defeat the Fever 84-72. You're listening to Aces Playoff Basketball here on Raider Nation Radio 920 AM and the Las Vegas Aces Radio Network.
It's Aces Basketball, brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Did you miss one of your favorite Raiders radio shows? Podcasts for the Morning Tailgate, the JT the Brick Show, Unnecessary Roughness can all be found on our website. So check out lvsportsnetwork.com anytime and listen whenever you want.
Previously on Unnecessary Roughness.
Dick, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
I'm really proud of you, but I feel so bad. I don't know I could do what you guys do. You and JT especially. Like, you say, sound, talk just like me. You've lived it, and if you got to wake up on Monday morning after that game and come in with the energy that you have, man, that just makes you a special person. We feel you, bro. We really do. We appreciate what you do.
Don't miss Unnecessary Roughness, weekdays at 2 on Raider Nation Radio, 920 AM.
Gambler's Bonus hits again. On August 2nd, Candace hit 4 queens, clearing her Gambler's Bonus 4-of-a-kind bingo card for over $16,000. Candace hit big, and so can you. With Gambler's Bonus, it's why you play the game.
It's Unnecessary Roughness.
We know he's a really talented running back. We've seen that. But is this offensive line going to be able to maximize his talent? Is this offensive line going to be able to open up enough holes where he can do what he wants to do? And I know Chris Canty from ESPN, longtime NFL defensive end, said he's a BYOBer, bring your own blocker. But this is the National Football League, and you can't always BYOB. You have to have guys step up.
Don't miss Unnecessary Roughness, weekdays at 2 on Raider Nation Radio, 920 AM.
The Aviators sweep the Rainiers. They win 7-1, and tonight 7-3. Fran Reardon smiling from ear to ear. Let the celebration begin at Las Vegas Ballpark.
Congratulations from the Las Vegas Sports Network to the Las Vegas Aviators for winning the Pacific Coast League Championship. But the work is not quite over as they'll host the AAA Championship on Saturday at 7:05.
It's the Morning Tailgate.
We've talked a lot about the offensive line, and Ashton Genty has been hit at or behind the line of scrimmage on 57% of his snaps. 27 of his 47 rushing attempts to start his NFL career have been at or behind the line of scrimmage. It's staggering.
He needs help. You know, this offensive line needs to start helping him.
The physicality was not there.
The Morning Tailgate, weekdays at 7 a.m. on Raider Nation Radio, 920 a.m.
The Aviators take on the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp in the AAA Championship game at the Las Vegas Ballpark. And Raider Nation, I think you'll agree with me that we like our shrimp skewered and cooked. Listen in Saturday at 7 on Raider Nation Radio.
It's the Morning Tailgate.
Eric Allen.
So now when you're talking to Raider Nation, I get it all the time. It's like, same old Raiders. No, it's not the same old Raiders. We have different people who are making those decisions. Upstairs, we have a different quarterback. Max is always going to be Max, continue to play at a really high level. So those are things you can be proud of. But we have to figure out a way to bring this all together and play fundamentally sound football.
The Morning Tailgate, weekdays at 7 a.m. on Raider Nation Radio, 920 a.m.
Your afternoon Raiders fix with your boy Q on Unnecessary Roughness from 2 to 5 on Raider Nation Radio 920 AM KRLB Las Vegas.
It's time for the Las Vegas Aces postgame show, brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Here's TC Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
Back here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, home of the Indiana Fever and also the Indiana Pacers. We know so many great events been in this city, in this building, whether it's Super Bowls, Final Fours, NBA Finals, which we saw this past summer with the Fever, the Pacers and the Thunder, and the semifinals here. This crowd was electric tonight. They showed up. They were ready to go, 17,000 plus, waving the rally towels. But it did not happen for the Fever tonight as the Las Vegas Aces came in here, took care of business, and they get themselves a 12-point victory, 84-72. Let's run it back and tell you how it all played out. Start off in the first quarter where the Aces very focused, very ready to go. A'ja Wilson, the very first possession for the Aces, hit a three-pointer, and that got things going. And then from there, the Aces just started picking it up, including Jackie Young. Chelsea with the shot fake with the left-hand dribble. Now gives it to the top of the key to Jackie Young. Jackie goes down the lane, off the glass, beautifully done by Jackie Young. And the Aces are up 7, 13-6. Jackie Young with that jumper, making putting the Aces ahead 13-6. And at the end of the first quarter, the Aces had a 4-point lead of 20-16. Aces built up the lead a little bit more, but Indiana started coming back a little bit towards the second half of that second quarter. Melissa Smith has been big for the Aces since coming over here in the trade from Dallas, and especially competing against her former team. There goes Smith down the lane, bucket good, and one. Melissa Smith making herself available down to the low block. Great seal. Got the ball, put it up, a little two-footer, and got Natasha Howard to foul her. Three-point play opportunity for Melissa Smith. Pass inside to Smith. Battling down low with Howard. Smith fall-away jumper. Beautifully done by Melissa Smith. Just being a little bit more physical than Natasha Howard. And the two bigs going at it. And the Aces back up by 9, 28-19. At that point in time, the Fever started coming back a little bit. And then Chelsea Gray decided to put a little space between the Aces and the Fever. Gray brings it up the right side. Petty on Gray. Crowd getting vocal now. Gray working on Petty. Chelsea all the way to the rack. Hangs in the air. Count it for Chelsea Gray. Aces had a 35-34 lead at the half, but remember, Indiana closed that quarter on a 10-2 run, and all of a sudden we had some drama here because the Aces were comfortably ahead. They had a 10-point lead in that second quarter, and then when the third quarter rolled around, Indiana answered back and built a 5-point lead. But that's when the MVP, who was struggling earlier on, missed 9 of her first 10 shots, started to get untracked. A'ja now has it. Can she get going? A'ja spin move, 15-footer, good. A'ja Wilson, maybe that will get her going as she connects on only her second shot of the night. Dana Evans has been key for the Las Vegas Aces coming off the bench. Another good night for Dana. 30 seconds to play in the third. Aces have a shot to take the lead. Dana with the floater, good. And the Aces do reclaim the lead, 57-56. 57-56 at that point in time, and from that moment on, the Aces did not look back. But at the end of the third quarter, a little drama too. The Aces had the ball out of bounds with 3.6 to go. So Gray looking, throws it down court to Jackie Young for the touchdown. How's that? Off the glass and good. And the Aces are up 3, and the quarter expires. Aces had a 3-point lead at the quarter, and then the fourth quarter, the Aces put the pedal to the metal and started pulling away. Again, the MVP caught fire. A'ja now with the dribble over to Jackie. Jackie had the hot hand earlier. Back over to Smith. Back to Jackie. Jackie behind the back pass to A'ja Wilson is good. Nice little flip by Jackie. Count the bucket for A'ja, and the Aces have a 6-point lead with under 6 minutes to play. Yes, A'ja Wilson, fantastic there. And then a little more Dana Evans for you, huh? 5.5 to play. Aces looking to take a 2-1 series lead. Game 4 Sunday at 12 noon. Dana Evans rocks it to the cup with a left hand off the glass. And the Aces are up 8. Evans now has it on the baseline. Drives all the way to the cup, off the glass and good. Nice little penetration move by Dana Evans. And Stephanie White calls timeout. The Aces have equaled their largest lead of 10. Dana Evans became the 5th Aces player to score in double figures tonight. She ended up with 10 points, perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line in her 23 minutes. Melissa Smith was another one of those Aces coming off the 18-point performance in Game 2. Lit it up for 16 tonight. Jackie now has it on the left side. Bounce pass inside to Smith. Smith left-hand reverse layup is good. And that should seal the deal. Aces up a good dozen. Their largest lead of the night, under 3 minutes to play. It's 71-59 Las Vegas. Yeah, there was some nervous energy with Aces fans tonight, whether you were watching or listening from afar, or even, hear the Aces fans in this building here tonight with Asia Wilson struggling the way she did. She hit her first shot, missed her next 9 shots, but then she got untracked in the fourth quarter, and was all said and done. It was Asia time, MVP time, and money time. Asia still battling with Boston. They're going back and forth with some elbows there. Asia gets the rock with a vengeance. Off the glass. Count it goes and it goes. And 1 for 2. Asia Wilson pumped up, fired up, revved up. And she's saying, thank goodness, finally got something going. Asia ends up tonight with 13 points, only 6 for 20 from the field. But what does that tell you about her Aces teammates? Asia was 6 for 22 in Game 1. The Aces lost by 16 points. She goes 6 for 20 tonight, similar numbers, ends up with only 13 points, but she had 8 big rebounds, 4 big assists, and she plays 38 minutes tonight, but she gets the help from her teammates, and the Aces win, actually going away, winning by 12 points here tonight with a final score of 84-72. Overall, the Aces end up shooting 51% tonight, put together a very good fourth quarter where Las Vegas outscored Indiana 25-16. Aces hit their season average of 84 points. We mentioned the 5 double-digit scorers. It was Jackie Young leading the way with 25 points tonight. Jackie was consistent. She was good. She was getting in the paint. And as we always mention when we come to Indiana, Jackie loves playing here. She's got friends. She's got family. She was Miss Indiana basketball in her high school days, won a national championship at Notre Dame in this state. And, of course, the great run that she's had as a pro with the 2 championships and all-star appearances she's had with the Las Vegas Aces since coming in the league as the number 1 overall pick in 2019. 25 points, good for Jackie. 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight as well. Melissa Smith with 16. Chelsea Gray with 15. We mentioned Asia Wilson with 13 and Dana Evans with 10. And Megan Gufson got 6 minutes of play tonight, and she scored 5 points, connecting on a couple field goals and a three-pointer as well. So, good effort by the Aces tonight. They took care of Kelsey Mitchell. She struggled mightily, just like Asia Wilson did in the first half. Mitchell got hot in the third quarter, which gave the Fever a 5-point lead, but that was the biggest lead that they had. And then Mitchell was really D'd up in the fourth quarter. 8 for 26 for their leading scorer and best player with 21 points. Aaliyah Boston with 12 tonight. Lexi Hull with 16 before fouling out. And then Shea Petty had 8 points. Overall, the Fever only shot 36%, but a lot of that is credit to the Las Vegas Aces as they did a fantastic job tonight, really, in the paint. Aces outscored the Fever in the paint 48-34. That's the second consecutive game that they outscored them in the paint by double figures. Overall, the Aces' largest lead was the final margin at 12 points. They had that several times during the course of the night. So, we have now completed 3 games of this best-of-5 series. The Aces lead 2-1, which means the Aces are 1 victory away from winning this series and stamping their ticket back into the WNBA Finals, a familiar spot for the two-time champions, winning it all in 2022 and 2023. They have that opportunity in game number 4, which will take place in this building here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, coming up Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. So join us back on our regular home, ESPN Las Vegas, 100.9 FM and 1100 AM for the 11:30 a.m. pregame show, and we'll tip it off a little bit after 12 o'clock. All right. Much thanks to our great crew here in Indiana. Always make us feel very, very welcome here, and appreciate them as well. Ari taking care of business back home in the studio, and his right-hand man, his assistant, Willie G, taking care of business. Ari's a top-flight assistant. Appreciate Willie for hanging in there tonight as well, too. All right, we're back at it on Sunday. T.C. Martin saying so long from Indy as the Las Vegas Aces take a 2-1 series lead. One victory away from the WNBA Finals. Hopefully the Aces can get the job done on Sunday. Hopefully you will join us on ESPN Las Vegas coming up Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Have a great night, everybody, and a great weekend.
Don't miss The Rich Eisen Show following the morning tailgate. Weekday mornings at 10 here on Raider Nation Radio 920 AM, KRLV Las Vegas.
A touchdown, and then they need to drive.